The moment we have all been waiting for. Welcome, everybody, to the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Doug Designs ARCA Series, round one of the season at Daytona International Superspeedway. This marks it all here tonight in the way we get things started for Extreme Motorsports. Of course, this is Daytona week, and we will be opening up the season throughout the week with Extreme at Daytona. So we've got not only the night, but 3 more nights at Daytona. Boy, you do not want to miss it. And welcome everybody tuning in here tonight. I see 34 right now watching in chat and watching the live stream here. They are currently still in practice at about 6 minutes and 37 seconds roughly left in practice. They'll get into qualifying. Now, we don't have any points to go down because, well, this is the first race of the season. So, but we will, of course, go through the pre-race analytics here really quick for everybody that is tuning in. Of course, air temp 75 degrees. We got a track temp of 78 currently. We're going to be pulling 85 laps here tonight. Yeah, it's, I see some people talking in chat saying it's short for a Daytona race. But if you think about it, in the ARCA cars, or what formerly known as the K&N cars, 85 laps is still quite a bit. So 85 laps, 212.5 miles. Now, tires not going to be a problem here at Daytona. 50 to 60 laps are roughly on a set of tires. Now, could we see maybe a blown tire? Well, it depends. If somebody spins out, doesn't come down, they got the wear and tear on the tires, and then they stay out, yeah, we could see a blown tire. But probably not the case. I think the biggest thing is going to be that fuel window at about 27 to 32, 35 laps here this evening. So they are going to have to make a couple of green flag pit stops in order to make 85 laps. And I think they can do it. We got a lot of new faces. Of course, we'll go down through them here later on. Pit road, 60 miles per hour, 80 mile per hour pace speed. So they can get around the track pretty quickly in the pace. But we can get a couple of interviews in as well. But, of course, myself, Joshua Medlock, on the mic for you here this evening. Now, Stephen Dean is going to be here. He is just running a few minutes late, but he will be here. So he will be helping me call the action here tonight and tomorrow night for the Northern Capital Truck Series here at Daytona. So they've brung, like I said, they brung all 4 of their cars here at Daytona. I'm sure it took a couple of 18-wheelers, but they got them here, and they're ready to rock and roll to get things started here. But before we get into it all, I do want to give a shout-out to, of course, our sponsors coming on board again this season. Doug Design does the ARCA car for Eric Caudell in real-life racing, so please go show Doug Blackman some love over there on Facebook at facebook.com/TheRealDougDesign. Tell him you've heard about him over here at MaxSpeedTV and Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. But man, I think this is gonna be a really exciting race. Like I said, a lot of new faces. We've got some new rules to go down as well, and some new admins here for the ARCA Series. Would like to welcome John Sterling and Jake Clarkson in the admin tower here tonight. Going to be calling the admin situation here this evening. So, and throughout the 15 races for the ARCA Series. Of course, we'll go through some of the updated stuff that has been done throughout the off season in the drivers meeting, because they still will have the drivers meeting as usual. They'll go to qualifying, the drivers meeting, and we'll have plenty of time to go through some of the rules and stuff. But about that time, folks, to get to the national anthem as always. So stay tuned, because we've got qualifying and then drivers meeting to go down, and hopefully we'll have time to interview the pole sitter here tonight. Currently right now, Jake Bustos in the 74 U.S. Army machine is currently holding the top spot here in practice. So National Anthem by Madison Rising coming up next. Well, alrighty, folks, we are back. Qualifying is underway here tonight. Now, I did refresh trading paints, so let's hope we have everybody's painting out here correctly here tonight. Now, I don't know if we will or not. I do know that some people have different paints. I have deleted everything out of the iRacing and all that to refresh everything for the new season. So, I've done all that. and I didn't launch trading paints until about 8:25 Eastern, 7:25 Central, my time, right before I went live. So hopefully we'll have everybody's paint here coming up pretty shortly. But qualifying is underway. Single car qualifying. They got 5 minutes to qualify, and then they'll get into the drivers' meeting. I did not forget him, but I do got to give another shout out there, and probably the one most important one of them is Rick Donovan himself. Puts on a great league here. Just what he does behind the scenes, people don't even know. Trust me. I mean, he has his faults just like everybody else. And he's a busy man, but got to give a shout out to him for what he does over here at Extreme, and what he's going to continue to do to bring the best that there is out there into Extreme. So big shout out to him. A big shout out to all the fans out there for tuning in. It looks like 46 at concurrent here right now already, but we've only got 10 likes, folks. Come on, let's smash that like button. We're just getting started here. And right now, Rick Christensen having the top spot here in qualifying currently. They got about a minute, coming down to about a minute and a half left of qualifying. Looks like we are going to have some non-qualifiers out here as well, but it looks like for the most part, everybody is going to put in a time. Right now, we see Ed Moore Sr. out there in the number 14 putting in a time. Brandon L. Book, he is a newcomer to the league. Putting in a time, currently running in 7th. Looks like we've got Cody Kepner, Eli Green, James Shane Wolf, Rodrigo Loga, we know. Orlando Rivera, glad to have these two back. We know them from last season. Randy Kruder out there, a newcomer to the season. We've got a lot. I can't go through them all, but we've got a lot of newcomers here for the ARCA series. So, big shout out to everybody, and one of the names we're all going to recognize here tonight, currently running in 28th, is Ryan Branchew. I hope I said his last name correctly, because he was saying try to pronounce it, and I don't think I said it right, because he never answered me. But he is out here racing with Extreme here tonight in the ARCA series. I still want to call it the K&N series for some reason, but he is out here racing with these guys here this evening for this season. We've got Tyler Raw out there. Hopefully I didn't butcher his name. Gonna take me a couple of weeks to figure out all these drivers. So it looks like we've got a lot of people still tuning in. Dusty Stickley, Dennis Ansman, Brian Odell, David Myers. I see you all out there. Performance Motorsport. Anybody that I missed, I do apologize. But looks like qualifying is fixing to end here momentarily. Like Tyler Raw going to go into 21st. In fact, we've got Matt Alverson out there as well. 53 here. We've got 16 likes. I see it in real time now. So come on, folks. Let's smash that thumbs up button, the like button. If you're new to MaxSpeedTV, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to turn on notifications. Of course, when MaxSpeedTV goes live, we got a lot of broadcasts here on MaxSpeedTV. So I'm doing it 6 days a week. I've got Extreme Motorsports Monday through Thursday, so we got a lot of extreme racing here. But yeah, qualifying is going to be over with here, so let's go ahead and go down some of the rule changes that they have made this season. Of course, I am over at the rule book for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. You can visit that rule book at www.extrememotorsports99.com/rulebook. Go to the K&N section, or just go to the K&N. And under section, let's see here if I can get to this. Under section 3, and it would be the racing rules, turn to page sub 3N, pushing. There is no pushing allowed at any time during the race to assist the car to pit road, down pit road, or to the finish line. Sub 3.0 pit speed minimum. There is a pit speed minimum now. Drivers must maintain at least 5 miles per hour under the pit road speed. So, for example, if pit road speed is set for 55 miles per hour, you must maintain at least 50 miles per hour in the pits. You do get a penalty, negative 12-point penalty for that. A sub 3R incidents. Any and all incidents between one or more drivers resulting in a caution during the course of the event will result in a 3-tiered penalty system being applied against the drivers or drivers that are deemed at fault by the race admin. A first offense will result, of course, in an EOL and a 3-point penalty. Second offense will result in a black flag to be served at the end of pit road. That will be a 10-point penalty. And the third offense will result in being parked for the night, a 15-point penalty, and to include the following. Probation next race. Can't cause any cautions. First caution, you will be parked due to being on probation and receive a 15-point penalty. Of course, you can continue to read on sub 3S and sub 3T is a couple of new ones that have been implemented in this series and into the season this season as well. Well, I would like to see at least 40 likes out there here before the end of the race. Brendan, since you asked, but they are, like I said, in a driver's meeting right now. And it looks like Rick Christensen is going to hold on to the top spot here in qualifying in that number 6. Well, I know Rick is down there in the ARCA lobby. But I would, if he is watching, I would like to see Rick pop up here and if he can, give an opening statement to start the season for the ARCA series. I know he is busy right now, but we would like to see that. I'm still waiting on Stephen Dean to come back. But we can take a look at chat here. Brian Odell, what's up? Oh, not much, man. Just I'm ready to get this race rocking and rolling here tonight, man. All right, so taking a look here who we have in chat. Wesley Holly out there, Brandon Kennedy, Pierce Moffitt. Racing Fan 99, Brandon Kennedy, glad to have you out there. Brian Odell. Like we have Chuck Bennett. Yeah, Chuck, man, I appreciate you jumping in, but please, no spamming in the chat. I would appreciate it. That's why we have admins. David Myers, Justin Garrett, glad to have you out there. Race will start here in about 8.5 minutes. They have a driver's meeting. David, glad to have you back. Will Davis out there in chat, glad to have you. Jacob Lee out there in chat. Dustin Stickley, Dennis Hansman. Let's see here. Anybody else that I'm missing? I do apologize. Working with a smaller screen here. All right. Allison Pitts. How you doing out there? Allison Pitts. Well, right now we are in a driver's meeting. Extreme Motorsports 99 For those of you new to MaxSpeedTV and to Extreme Motorsports 99.com, they have a drivers meeting before every race. That's why you see qualifying saying 20 minutes. The first 5 minutes is qualifying. Then they get 15 minutes of the drivers meeting. If it takes off 15, it takes off 15. If it doesn't take off 15 and I have time to get, say, the pole sitter up here to talk to him about getting the pole and the race and what to expect and all that, then we'll do that. But that is something unique and different that they do here, is have a drivers meeting before every race. Update people on rules, what they expect for the race, stuff like that, Michael Atkins Jr. out there in chat. How you doing, buddy? 56 concurrently watching. Glad to have all 56 of you out there. Looks like we've got a little bit of some rivalry in chat as well. We got Performance. We've got Kicking Asphalt Racing out there. Michael from MaxSpeedTV, how you doing out there, buddy? Yeah, I know. Trying to get them to hit that like button, man. We got 57 watching. We could hit 40 likes out here before this race even begins. And, man, that'd be awesome. 40 likes before it even begins. I just appreciate everybody tuning in as well. Michael, one of our, I would say a producer. He is still a broadcaster over here at MaxSpeedTV. Doesn't do much talking, if any, but he does a lot of camera work. And he does a lot of behind-the-scenes work, too. Michael, we love having you here at MaxSpeedTV. You know it. Dusty Stickley, I appreciate the comment there, bud. I really do. I try to catch everything, but, I'm not perfect. I do miss stuff, but, when you have help, it does make it a little bit easier, especially at a track like, let's say Indianapolis or Pocono, the road courses, or your super speedways for that matter. It does make it easier because then you have somebody else to look at the drivers and see where the problems could occur or are occurring at the present time. And I know Steven, when he jumps in here, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be helping me. He's gonna be through the field just like I am. Tonight's gonna be a little bit different. We will be on probably the front more than the back because of the way the draft is. They're going to be pretty much in a pack, but I will still do my best to try to get everybody I can some airtime. Alan Elwood, how you doing out there, buddy? Looking through the field here, it looks like we've got about 7 drivers that didn't qualify. Jake Bustos, one of the fastest driver in practice, not qualifying. Eric Talent, not qualifying. Christian Diaz, not qualifying. Brian Abbott, not qualifying. Ryan Swan, not qualifying. Fernando Gamboa, not qualifying. And Lane Doyle, not qualifying. That name sounds familiar. Where do I know Lane Doyle from? Huh. I can't figure it out. But I know the name. Couple of names we are going to recognize, though. Of course, Rick Christensen, Edward Bray, James Thorndike, Jeff Glockner, Edward Morris Sr., Lee Staples, Rodrigo Loga, Orlando Rivera, Brad Slaughter Jr. I recognize the name in chat. Let's see, Brian Wasserman, Donnie Lee, Doug Blackman out here racing, Rick Donathan Sr., Pierce Moffitt, Jeremy Rigney. And I think that's it, other than our admin, John Sterling, and Ryan Swan going to be out there as well. So, $64.23 likes. We can hit 40. We got 64 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. We're going to get started here with Grid here in about 2 minutes. Coming down to about 2 minutes. We are going to get them on the grid. So this race is going to begin here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some paints here real quick, or a paint. Oh, man, look. Just look how sharp that is on that primetime number 6 machine of Rick Christensen. Man. Sharp-looking paint. All right, well, let's see here if I can go ahead and find him real quick. All righty, Rick Christensen, buddy, real quick, you got a copy?
I got you, brother.
First interview of the evening here, first interview of the season. You're going to grab the pole out here, man. A minute left before we grid them up. How are you feeling here tonight?
Well, what am I doing up there? I don't know.
Well, you're up there.
I know it. I'm totally surprised. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna hopefully stay up there.
All right. Well, you feeling confident?
At this race, there's a lot of other people that you don't have control of, so I'm a little nervous, but I know I'll drive clean. I just hope everyone else can.
Well, all righty, Rick. Well, we're going to let you get back to your team. We're going to grid them up here in about 10 seconds, man. Good luck and congratulations. The first pole of the season.
Thank you.
He's ready to rock and roll. All right, let's grid them up here, folks. For the first grid of the season, the MaxSpeedTV starting grid, Rick Christensen going to grab the pole with a 49.157. Congratulations to Rick for grabbing the pole. Edward Bray going to start on the outside of him in that second spot. James Thorndike going to be in third. Jeff Glockner in fourth. Kyle Knapp in fifth. Edward Moore Sr. in sixth. Brendan L. Book in seventh. Lee Staples in eighth. Cody Kepner ninth. Eli Green 10th. James Shane Wolf in 11th. Rodrigo Loga in 12th. Orlando Rivera 13th. Randy Cruder 14th. Chris Canfield 15th. Patrick Moore 16th. Ron Shute 17th. Brad L. Slaughter Jr. 18th. Ryan Douglas 19th. And Brian Wasserman 20th. Tyler Raw 21st. Nolan Neiman 22nd. Doug Blackman, the series sponsor, will be starting 23rd. Donnie Lee 24th. Carter Coop 25th. Rick Donovan Sr. 26th. Pierce Moffitt 27th. Jeremy Rigney 28th. Russell LePage 29th. Justin Lemke 30th. Ryan Branchew 31st. Bradley Wetzel 32nd. Matt Alverson 33rd. Kevin Franks 34th. Timothy Smith 35th. John Sterling adminning here tonight. That's going to put Jake Bustos respectively in 36th, but we'll go with 37th here. Lane Doyle 38th. Brian Abbott 39th. And Brian Swan 40th. Eric Talent 41st. Christian Diaz 42nd. And Rounding out the field here tonight is going to be Fernando Gamboa in a 43rd. But just because you didn't qualify doesn't mean you can't win the race. And, of course, what a race it's going to be here tonight. 73 watching. 29 likes. Man, you guys are awesome. Killing it out there in chat out here to open up the season. Man, you guys are awesome. Thanks, Alan. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody out there. Wave your arm out the window. Well, we are rolling off here tonight under pace and one lap here at Daytona Super Speedway. 85 laps here tonight for round one. The Doug Design ARCA Series presented by MaxSpeedTV. Of course, myself, Joshua Medlock. Steven has not come back yet. I don't know what's taking him, but I'm sure he'll be here. But of course, you know, if you're not new to MaxSpeedTV, you know how we get things started. If you are new, well, you're about to find out. But they got to pull those seat belts tight one more time. We make our way around turns 3 and 4. That pace car going to slide off to the safety of pit road. And guess what, folks? We'll be going green flag racing here tonight. Just waiting for the pace car to dive off. Now, Rick Christensen will be in control. But pace car diving off. Rick Christensen is going to get him going here to the green flag. Pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Guess what? Buggity, 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 folks. We're racing here at Daytona. Y'all get lined out here looking for a partner. And we didn't talk about it during the drivers' meeting. It's got to be very, very careful here as we see a lot of drivers pulling to the apron there. The 12 of Kyle Knapp pulling down. He's falling back, looking for his teammates out there. Maybe get some draft with here early on. We see the 59 there of James Thorndike. The back bumper of the 6 of Rick Christensen. But Rick Christensen going to lead the first lap here this evening. You do not get a bonus point for leading a lap. You do, however, get a bonus point for leading the most laps. So, while Rick and Thorndike do their thing, we are too wide back here. Jeff Lautner to the outside. Eli Green coming up to the inside. You see the space between them. Bumper hook. You don't really want to bump draft in these cars. The slightest tap will make you go around. That's why you see the gap between everybody. They're still in the draft with one another, but they're not bump drafting. A lot of them now single file. We go back through the field. Back Tyler Raw in the 62. Got behind him the Dulsaki 77. We know who that is. Brian Wasserman. The outside, the one of Brad Slaughter. Oh, we've got one slowing down. That's the 24 of Jeff Glockner. He's falling back. Starting 4th all the way back to 15th already in just 3 laps. '85 of you out there. Now Jeff Glockner under fire at around 18. Potential pass maybe for the lead. I was looking at some speeds up at the front. But James Thorndike not looking there. But look on the outside. 10 of Eli Green coming from 10th to 2nd in 4 laps. 14 of Edward Morris Sr. doing a fine job there, trying to draft with him. But look at the 10. Get that side draft off that number 6. Side by side out of foot. Who's going to lead it at the line? Is it going to be Rick? Is it going to be Eli? Looks like Rick Christensen going to lead that lap. As the 10 kind of falls back just a little bit, still side by side up at the front, making the way into turn number 1. Rodrigo Loga. Dragon Zeron out there in chat. How you doing, buddy? Got some action up front, side by side. Battle for the lead yet again, brewing between the 6 and the 10. Like I said, we're going to be up front most of the race here tonight, but I do have a special guest up here with me currently right now. The owner of Extreme Motorsports 99.com, Rick Donovan, buddy. How you doing?
Man, I tell you what, I am doing fantastic here tonight. Daytona International Speedway. Joshua, how much better can it get? Man, we got 80, almost 90 people tuned in with us here tonight.
Yeah, 90, almost 90 people here tonight. 33 likes, and I know they can smash that like button. I'm shooting right now for 40, but man, I think we could hit 50 likes here tonight. Man, what awesome to see here for round 1 of the ARCA series. And these guys already pushing. Oh, the number 8 having some issues already. Rick Donovan Sr. Oh, he's pulling it off, and he's going around. Oh, and it looks like he is gone.
Uh-oh. Looks like he may have had some connection issues.
All right, he is gone. It looks like the caution did fly. I don't think that's where it was at, though. Now going back here to take a look at what happened. I don't know if that's where, I don't think that's where the caution actually came out, but he did kind of swerve into the wall and then back down, and then he was gone. But I think the caution actually came out maybe up at around Brian Abbott and company, the 33. Just kind of watching it here and seeing, oh, that's where it was. Yes, that's where it was. The 30, well, it's got 33 in the driver bar, 37 it looks like on the car. Right up into the 82. That sends the 82 around the 82. Oh, wait, the 37. I'm on the wrong car here. Timothy Smith. Oh, that's who it was. The 37 into the 82. And that right there just upset them both in the 05 and the 82. Get into a mix right up ahead of them. That is where this caution is going to come out for the first time tonight, Rick. But, you know, it's Daytona. A lot of new faces out here, buddy.
Oh, definitely. We got tons of new drivers out here. Of course, hey, this is our kind of our entry program here, but I tell you, we got some other things in the pipeline, Joshua. Don't want to tail what we getting ready to have, but we got some new things coming into the pipeline. Just reached out and had some guys to come in and tell me they want to get some other things going here at Extreme. So, hey, we got some more things coming at us, but tonight, man, I tell you, these guys have they have worked so hard to get things up and ready for tonight's race. I know that these guys have been painting paint jobs after paint jobs. They have been trying to focus and do their fuel runs and just squeeze every bit of the fuel out that they possibly can. I tell you, man, a lot of hard work from these guys. And, of course, the team owners, they are up in the booth biting their nails tonight, watching their drivers out here on the track.
Oh, yeah, they are. Now I'm going to reset training paints one more time. I've done it twice already. It looks like it's not picking up paint. I've done everything I could on my end to get these paints. I know these drivers work hard, and I do apologize. Trading paints, it could have some updates for sure. So I'm trying, but Yeah, Rick. I mean, what these guys? I mean, we've been off for over a month. I mean, they're itching, they're biting, they're ready to go.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. And I tell you, man, we spent about 3.5 weeks as far as the admins, including myself, just trying to get everything prepped and ready for the next following season and so forth. And man, I tell you, it's been a lot of work. Hey, listen, we're up to 98 people right now. I told you that my goal for December 31st was to hit 100 viewers. Is
Yep.
there? Oh, there it is, 100.
We
There
hit
it is. Holy
100
moly!
viewers. We sure did. 100
Wow.
viewers.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
That is awesome. I tell you, man, that is just awesome. We love the fans out there tuning into us week to week. Man, we can't say enough. I've got a lot of things that I've got in the pipeline, and there's been a few times that I've blurted out some things that I've got coming, but I'm just going to hold my tongue here until I've got things in hand. But I can't thank these viewers enough. The drivers out here, man, they love seeing the people come and watch them and root for them and, develop that fan base. It's so awesome to sit here and watch, Joshua.
Oh, yes, it is. Just seeing that 100. We're at 100 right now again. 41 likes. We crushed the 40 like mark, what I wanted to hit, and we crushed it before lap 10 here tonight. 101 here
101.
tonight.
There we go.
Awesome,
Well, I tell
man.
you, love to see 50 likes. 50 likes would be awesome. But I tell you, man, let's talk a little bit about some of the guys we got to hear. Rick Christensen out there in the lead. James Thorndike having a good run here tonight. Eli Green, he ran here a few seasons ago.
Okay.
He is definitely a strong contender. And, of course, Ed Morris Sr., I know he has been doing a lot of practicing. Ed, his son, has been working with him out there. Up there right now, it's showing to be in the 4th place spot. So, good for those guys.
Well, another guy that, I spoke highly of him last season, and I know he's been doing a lot as they get double file here. We're not going to get an interview in this time, but Rodrigo Loga, and I speak highly of that driver because I remember when he came in, not the strongest driver, but look how far he came last season to this season. He's right back at it. He is fighting to move up. He's still in the ARCA or K&M, whatever you still want to call it. It is ARCA for you guys. But I think that driver right there, that number 31, he's a sleeper. You're going to have to watch this season again for Rodrigo Loga.
Oh, absolutely. He comes out of nowhere, and the next thing you know, boom, he's up there in the top 5.
Yep.
Now, I will say there's been a lot of times, man, he's just been at the wrong place at the wrong time, but I see Rodrigo having a great season this season. Rodrigo is from Argentina, and he brought another guy with him from Argentina that's currently in 22nd place right now, Fernando Gamboa. So both of those guys are coming from Argentina here tonight to race with us here at ExtremeMotorsports99.com.
Well, we're just getting everybody. And look where Fernando's at, 43rd to 22nd. As we come back around here for the green flag restart after the first caution, come to lap number 11. Of course, Rick Christensen been out front here for the first 10 laps, but it's a long race. 85 laps here tonight. Rich just got to hold his car and be patient. Let the race come to him. The green flag flies. We're back in the way here tonight. Man, I think it's going to get a little bit more interesting. We've seen, the 2 wide. I haven't seen the 3 wide yet. Right now, it's still too early for that.
I'll tell you what, Josh, we're talking to these guys earlier. We had we've got almost over 100 people right now. It looks like we got a caution.
Oh, I'm not seeing it yet. No caution.
All right, good deal. There, I think we got something corrected there. No problem. I tell you, Joshua, tonight we had over 100 people in TeamSpeak tonight. I know that the nerves are really turning on the stomach here tonight. A lot of guys very psyched to get out here and race tonight, but also a lot of nervousness going on. So hopefully tonight we see a lot of guys take their time out there, be patient out here. And, man, tonight is the first night of war. This is just the first battle. The first battle. We got 15 more weeks, 14 more weeks of battles to do.
Well, you know, if you think about it, we got 10 races for everybody out there, 10 races in the regular season, and then the top 12 in points. Now, a win does not lock you in. You have to get in on points. So, after the 10 races, the top 12 in points will make it into the chase. Points reset. It's the same as last season. So, you know, like he's talking about, Rick, it's war. You know, right now these guys are fighting for the most points they can just to get into the chase.
Absolutely. I tell you what, I do want to give a big shout out real quick. M&M Racing Late Night. Seen you quite a few times. Definitely appreciate you coming in. Dusty Stickley, Brian Odell, Gary Wales, Blair Patterson here with us tonight. Jeremy Clifton, Tyler Hallman, Brian Odell, Jacob Bell, Alan Elwood's here with us tonight. Alan, I hope them graphics are looking good for you out there. Alan's does some great paint jobs. There's Joshua, and I know he is definitely wanting to show those things off. Dragon Zebron. Man, I tell you, there's so many names in here. We've got over 100 people. I'm not going to be able to give a shout out, but guys, thank you so much tuning in with us here week to week. We hope to bring the action here to you for the next 14 weeks, starting on Monday nights with our ARCA series, Tuesday night truck series, Wednesday night Xfinity series, and I tell you, Thursday night, we've got those guys up there in the Cup series. And I tell you, this season, Joshua, I think we're going to see some heck of some battles out there. These team owners, they have really got a lot of the muscle up there in that Cup series. I couldn't tell you who's going to win the first race. There is so much talent in our Cup series. I am anxious to see how that goes down Thursday night.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's throughout the whole series, you know, all across the board here. You know, I did have my pick here tonight. Now, Rick, we got you up here. We're going to go ahead and, I know it's hard to pick somebody for the first race of the season, for sure. But I picked my pick. I picked Bradley Wetzel here tonight. In that Northern Capital, well, it's got 17 on the car, but 22 in the driver bar. We're gonna have to work on that here after you know we get done here tonight. But Bradley Wetzel, you know, I picked him here you know, I know him. I know how he races. I know Daytona. It's anybody's race, but you know, I got to go with the two-timer here. You know, these guys are strong. They've got the biggest target on their back this season, and these guys are gunning for the Northern Capital guys.
I'll tell you what, I know next you're getting ready to ask me who my pick is.
Yeah.
Man, it's so early. We've got some names, some new names, but I tell you, there's been some names that I know that's raced here before. Man, I tell you, it is so hard to pick. But I tell you what, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think Ed Moore Sr., he may get his win here tonight. And if he does, this will be his first win in the ARCA series here tonight. He's feeling pretty good out there. He's doing pretty good. He got a good qualifying run. I'm going to put it on Ed Moore Sr. here tonight. I believe he's going to get his first win.
All right, Ed Moore Sr. is Rick Donovan's pick. Now, right now he's on the outside, number 14, currently running in 5th. Started 6th, so he's up a spot. He's running a strong race. Oh, we got some bumping and some banging up there. Eli Green and company, 59 and a 99. Boy, they were real tight there. So that's a side draft. You know, it'll suck you right into, if you get too close, it'll suck you right into the car right next to you. And these cars, man, just the slightest tap, and you're around.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So these guys definitely got to give each other a little bit of room here. We've always got that net code issue that we got to keep in the back of our mind.
We call it a handy now. I will correct you.
But I tell you, these guys are doing fantastic right now. So, Joshua, I'm going to let you have the booth, man. Buddy. I just want to thank our fans out there. Please keep tuning in each week, each night here.
And 6 people watching here tonight.
Hey, I can't wait to let these guys know.
Oh, this is awesome, and man, this is going to be great going forward. Rick, glad to have you, buddy. Rick Donathan up here joining us in the booth, but it's been right now all Rick Christensen up front. He's led all 17 laps here, currently coming, or on lap 18. He's going to be coming to lap 19 this time by. Going to be his 18th lap led. As we take a look at the top 21 drivers, all the way back to Doug Blackman, did not pit that last time by under that caution. So we still have 21 drivers that have yet to pit. Everybody else behind them did make a pit stop. But right now we have Rick Christensen up front, Eli Green fighting hard on that outside line. James Thorndike in the number 59. Currently running in second, third. He's now side by side with the 10. Brandon L. Book in the 99, currently running in fourth. Edward Moore Sr. on that outside, the 14 in fifth. 66 of Edward Bray in sixth. Rodrigo Loga, 7th. Lee Staples, 8th. James Shane Wolf, 9th. And Carter Coop going to round out the top 10. Lap 20 here this evening. And 103.58 likes here tonight. Can we hit 60 likes? We're only too shy from 60 likes. Well, these guys keeping it clean, keeping it steady. They are still 2 by 2 throughout the field, but Ryan Branchew, though, running back here in that Serve Pro 16 by himself, behind the Osaki 77 in the draft. Oh, the 28 machine. Now that is going to be Ron Shute on that outside, having some problems in another Serve Pro machine. Going to fall back to 26 after starting 17. 98 of Kevin Franks getting around. Here comes Justin Lemke. Gets it up to the 28. Looks like the 28, though, going to pull it right up in front of him. That way the draft takes place, and maybe, the 28 can get right back up to him. Can't forget about the other drivers, though. We got a second Pat running back here. Go 5, Eric Talent leading the second group. Ryan Abbott, Jeff Gluckner, Brian Slaughter Jr., Tyler Roth, Timothy Smith, Nolan Neiman, Jeremy Rigney. All in the mix here. Jeremy Rigney, who's got the 88 on his car, but the 11 in the driver bar. And then Ryan Swan back here all by himself. No draft help. Chris Canfield as well. Christian Diaz, Fernando Gamboa, Russell LePage. Now Russell in the 82. Right up there with Matt Hellman's machine and Rick Donovan Sr. on pit road. But we go back up front to the lead pack. Oh, as they get around the 23 there, 3 wide. The 23 of Fernando Gamboa. To go a lap down. What Fernando needs to do is get in line and get into the draft. Being stuck up on that high side behind nobody. It looks like he might be down on power. However, got to go back up front. Still side by side. Boy, this has been a good race. Been out here now. The top 21, or top 23, I should say. Anywhere between 17 and 24 laps. We've got a driver that is pulling off the apron there. Let's see if I can find who that is. Well, I don't know who that is. All right. Oh, we've got 107 people out there watching. We've got 63 likes, and I appreciate every single one of you out there, even those that are not talking in chat out there. Here, we at MaxSpeedTV appreciate it. Extreme appreciates it. The drivers appreciate it. Man, awesome by every single one of you. We look forward to seeing you throughout the season. Of course, the season won't end until August, so we've got a long way to go. Well, we're just getting started here at Extreme. But Rick Christensen, is going to still lead. Well, that number 10, though, Eli Green, you're going to have to watch that number 10. He gets right up there close to that number 6. Just cannot hit the pass. And we're still 2 by 2 throughout the field. Lap 26 here this evening. I know up at the top there in the ticker it does say Canon Pro Series, but this is the ARCA Series. Just didn't have time to really change it. Still working on that, so bear with me. We're gonna change. And these guys they're side by side, and there's battles really everywhere. I just don't know. Well, we're single file now, going all the way back. On Brian Wasserman here. Brian Branchew right up ahead of him. We're single file in this pack, but we're double file still back here. 37 caught on that high side, Timothy Smith. And then single file to the inside. Oh, man, this is going to get wild as they continue their trek. 27 laps spent here. I've got it 27 to 32 laps on fuel. It could be between 27 and 35 as I bring up that race analytics here for everybody. So somewhere between 27 and 35, 32, 33, 35 laps is going to be that fuel window for these drivers. But right now they currently are setting within that fuel window, and that could be why some of these are getting single file, maybe going to make that first dive down pit road for fuel and tires. You don't have to worry about tires here as much as you do fuel. This track does not use tires. If anything, take right side to be done with it. And just go. But you will see most of the time these drivers do not take tires. As Rick Christensen going to lead that a lap this time by just edging out Eli Green at about 83 100ths of a second. Well, we can go in car here. And how about we go ahead and go in car with that 59 of James Thorndike. Of course, this is not a crank it up. There's just a little bit of in-car view for everybody out there. The way James Thorndike is driving, the way he is following Rick Christensen, as Rick does battle again with Eli Green on the outside. How about we go with some gyro? Oh, no. Let's not do gyro in these cars because the gyro is not friendly. A little bit of cockpit here with James Thorndike. He's keeping that gap there between that number 6. And Rick going to lead another lap here tonight. All right, cockpit a little bit with James Thorndike and the number 59. But look at that 10, man. Eli Green. I mean, on the outside, now side by side again with the 6. No help behind him. He's just grabbing that side grab. The problem is going in the corner. He loses it, and then he falls backwards. He's going to have some help to get around that number 6 of Rick Christensen. He's wanting to get around him. Rick's going to lead another lap. 31 laps led here tonight by Rick Christensen. Lap 32. All right, so about 10 laps or so. We're going to be at that halfway mark here already tonight. What a race it's been. We're still waiting on some drivers to come down pit road for the first round of green flag pit stops. Oh, the 83, James Shanefield out there, or Shane Wolf, Shanefield. Why did I call him Shanefield? Shane Wolf out there on the outside, behind the 13 there of Ryan Douglas. They are on the lead lap. They are in traffic. They are fighting to get up front. Patrick Moore in the 38. Lee Staple down low to 26. Lane Doyle coming from 38 to 16. In that Tide 101 machine on the outside. A good look at that number 42 MaxSpeedTV machine. Pierce Moffitt got the Northern Capital 17 there. Or 22 of Bradley Wetzel. We got green flag pit stops here, folks. Bull, we got a lot of drivers. Oh, and they're spinning. They're going sideways. Oh, no, Bradley Wetzel. Oh, involved. The 52 involved. Oh, no caution. Oh, mishaps happening on pit road here, folks. No caution, but we got to take a look at what transpired coming down pit road. Because this could have been bad. Of course, we're going to be on Bradley Wetzel here. We're going to see these drivers, you know, some communication going on, and everybody comes down. Bradley Wetzel into 22. We got some brakes locking up there. The 52, the 13, going to go sideways on that outside, and then the contact is made. It looks like the 25, Doug Blackman, going to get a piece of it coming down pit road. Oh, the damage at Daytona, not what you want to see. Big crash at the entrance of pit road. That gave the lead up to Lane Doyle, who has led his first lap here tonight. And the Tide 101, followed by the 16 of Brian Branchew, Kyle Knapp, Jake Bustos, and then Matt Alverson right now in the 5th. I think we're going to see some more drivers, of course, come down pit road. Of course, what we see up front is those that have already made pit stops. Kyle Knapp now coming down pit road in the 12. These guys still racing it up the first round of green flag pit stop happening right now on MaxSpeedTV. At 115 here, we're still at 109. Man, awesome job by everybody out there. They're sticking in, tuning in here tonight. Of course, we got to crank it up, Cam, here on MaxSpeedTV. So stay tuned for that. It looks like now single file on the backstretch. Still watching and seeing where some of these other drivers and when these other drivers are going to pit. They have been out here anywhere between 29 and 31 laps. So they're not within that window, but Lane Doyle is going to come down pit road. Followed by the 16 of Brian Branchew. Jake Bustos coming down. Matt Alverson coming down. Well, a lot better pit stop there than what had happened previously. There was a lot of drivers coming down previously. Wow. In the lead up to Kevin Franks, who's led his first lap. All right, Ryan Swan. Right now, currently running in 35th. He is currently one lap down. Look at different paints there as they make their green flag pit stop. 42 and a half laps is going to be the halfway mark. And it looks like Rick Donovan Sr. has taken his car behind the wall. Oh, that is not what you want to see. Oh, the 16 getting loose. Brian Branchew getting loose. He's going to fall back to about 21st. Well, I thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. 119 people watching, and we hit 70 likes here this evening. You guys are awesome. Kevin Frank still leading, but he is going to come down pit road as we speak, and he is going to slowly slow it down and come down. He don't want to lock them up. Ryan Shute going to be the next one, and he is going to come down. It looks like a couple of others coming down as well. Brad Slaughter Jr., Eric Talent, Brian Abbott, Nolan Neiman coming down, and Jeremy Rigney as well. Oh, Justin Lemke going to be our new leader here this evening. 127 people. Wow, you guys busted it here tonight. Oh, we got now people pulling off, coming back out on the track. Now, when is Justin Lemke going to come down pit road? Been out here at about 35 laps. Looks like he's not going to come down this time by. Likes. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. Awesome. Man, awesome. All right, now Rick Christensen in second, but he's running down Justin Lipke. Justin has to pit, and he's going to come down right now as we speak. So that is going to give the lead back up to that number 6 of Rick Christensen, if he can hold on to it with Eli Green on the outside. Eli Green has got the edge. And Eli Green has got somebody else behind him, the 83 of James Shaneworld. So a different pusher behind him. Who is going to lead this lap? Rick Christensen going to lead this lap. Man. Randy Kruder started 14th, currently running in 8th. We'll let everything reset here after the green flag pit stops, and then we'll go down through the top 20. But right now we've got a battle for the lead still yet between Rick and Eli. I really don't want to leave the battle because Eli's been doing a fantastic job on the outside, just getting the side draft off the drivers on the inside. But really, it's been Rick. Rick going to lead this lap this time by. Everything's reset. Rick Christensen currently our leader. Eli Green on the outside, trying to battle for that lead and get around that number 6. Edward Bray in 3rd. James Shane Wolf 4th. Pierce Moffitt 5th. Edward Moore Sr. in 6th. Patrick Moore in 7th. Randy Kruder in 8th. Dick Bustos 9th. Matt Alverson in 10th. Going to round out that top 10. Cal Knapp in 11th. Cody Kepner in 12th. Brendan L. Book 13th. Lane Doyle 14th. Ryan Branchew 15th. Kevin Franks in 16th. Ron Shute in 17th. Bradley Wetzel in 18th. Brad Slaughter Jr. 19th. And Jeff Glockner is going to round out that top 20 after the green flag pit stop. But we've got battle up front still yet between Rick and Eli. Fly Cheese Gaming. Oh, we went through right there. They were getting around the 13 there. Fly Cheese Gaming out there in the chat. Oh, we have a caution. Oh, a couple of cars involved. It looks like Timothy Smith going to be involved in this. So as always, we are going to go back and take a look at what transpired. Oh, it looks like the 37 is into the wall. It keeps it up there on the wall. Oh, and then right there it was. The 37 on the wall and then comes down right into the 12. The 92, nowhere to go. The 52, nowhere to go. And then you see the damage of the 12 hard into that outside wall. Oh, man. Well, the second caution of the evening here tonight for round 1. The Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Doug Designs ARCA Series here at Daytona. And Eli Green was in the lead when that caution came out. It looks like Eli Green is going to come down pit road. He is going to bring these drivers down pit road. $126 viewers, 75 likes here tonight. Appreciate it. Well, let's see here if we can get our first interview in this. Let's see here. Well, oh, there he is. Eli Green, buddy, got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Eli Green, Joshua Medlock compared to Booth, man, where you're currently running in fourth. But you were in the lead when that caution came out, and now we are over the halfway mark, man. How's your racing going? Because you're getting so much side draft on that outside line, but I know you are also familiar with Extreme itself. Talk about it.
Well, first off, the race is going pretty good. The racing's pretty fun up here. It's hard to pass people on the outside, I will say that, but we finally got around to when that caution came out, which was pretty lucky. I kind of messed up my pit stop though, so I fell back positions. I forgot I was just getting fuel. So that was a bit of a mistake, but other than that, I'm okay where I am right now. I think we'll get it back here, hopefully, especially towards the end. But I am familiar with Extreme. I raced here quite a few seasons ago, and I didn't have the best run. I'll be honest. That was when I wasn't exactly super good at racing, and it was really like one of my first big leagues. So I was excited, but I didn't do too well. Although I was still fast, I didn't have everything put together. I wasn't very well rounded, so I wasn't very consistent. But it's going pretty good up here, and I'm excited to see what happens.
Well, it's a growing period. You can look at it that way. It's a growing period. You join probably one of the biggest leagues on iRacing. I mean, over 800 people are with Extreme, and you come in and you're expecting it to be like other leagues, and it's not. It's totally different. But you come back, nice to see you again. You're running strong, but I mean we're not done with it yet. So what are your expectations here going forward here at Daytona? I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, my first Daytona start with Extreme, I actually almost won the race, and I got turned on like the second to last lap. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep her straight this time and see if I can at least get a top 5. That's really all I'm looking for, is a good finish, a strong finish tonight. I'm not exactly looking to win, so although I would love to win, but
Well, there's been updates since then, so things have changed.
Yeah,
I keep it real. I ain't gonna be that. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, because it's not. But glad to have you back, Eli, man. You're currently running third. A couple of people up ahead of you, it looks like, did not come down pit road. But you guys are getting double file. Eli, good luck down there, buddy. I'm sure you're being looked at by the teams here tonight. So, yeah, man, good luck.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All right, well, that was Eli Green. He is currently running in third. Now he's going to be starting on the inside, but up front, Rick Christensen is going to be getting them going here again tonight. He's led 37 laps. He is our pole sitter. He is currently running in first. It said second there for a minute, but Edward Bray started second, our outside pole sitter. So we got 1 and 2 going to be starting where they started here, coming to the restart here, lap 51. And of course, you know what time it is when they get the green flag. If you're familiar with it, we have a crank it up, and we'll do it. All right, pace car is going to dive off here momentarily. And Rick Christensen, of course, going to be in control of the field. He can go anytime once all 4 tires of the pace car are off the racing surface. He does not have to wait for the green flag. Pace car is off and away. Rick Christensen going to be on the line, and the green flag is back out here tonight. We are back underway here for their Extreme Motorsports and 99.com W-Designed ARCA Series. Round 1 here at Daytona, folks. And I think since they are stacked up here, folks, let's do it. Crank it up here on MaxSpeedTV. Oh, and we have a big pile up here. No! And it is huge. The Northern Capital 17 involved. Under the crank it up, I had to stop it. No! The big one at Daytona here tonight. We were 3 wide under the crank it up cam there. What happened to Bradley Wetzel? But we're going to go back and take a look at it here. Not what you want to see. Bradley comes back up. It looks like it started ahead of him. Let's see here if we can get on some of the drivers. It looks like Brandon L. Book involved in this as well. Man, look at this pile up here. It looks like maybe the 28 involved. Let's see here if we can go on the 28. Let me see if I can find the 28. Ron Shoot. Is that who I'm looking at? Okay, the 4. Let's see if I can get on. Oh, right there it was. Yeah, Ron Shoot and the 16 on that high side. Right here, a little bit of bump. And I was talking about that. Just the slightest tap. And that is going to make you spin. We see that 16 there just get right up to and into that number 28. That's going to send that 28 right down into the 4. And then it was on from there. Oh, the 42 MaxSpeedTV machine getting a piece of it. The 4, the 16, the 88. The 99, the 24, the 59, and then Ron Shoot. Oh, man, head-on collision. The 13 going to go for a ride and 3/4. He's going to go flipping down into the turn. And let's get on to the number 13 here. And you guys know how I do it. Of course, a disclaimer. If you get motion sickness, don't watch this because it does get it can make you sick. So let's see here if we can find the number 13. That is going to be Ryan Douglas here. We're going to go cockpit from his view on how this on how he was involved in this. And we see the action out there, just no reaction time, and he goes topsy-turvy on his lid, thankfully on all 4s, but man, heavy damage going to go to Ryan Douglas, and a lot of drivers out there in the big one at Daytona here. Oh! Cameron, I see you out there in chat. Be quiet. You said slow speed TV is the dislike. Well, I'll break it down, buddy. You know it. I'll have words with you afterwards. We'll just go with that. But Rick Christensen is going to be our leader, of course, paying the bills as always. We are over the halfway mark. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up. We will be right back. A little bit of side-by-side action for all of you out there. We're not going to miss nothing, so don't go anywhere. Alrighty, double file here again tonight. Ready to go back green flag at Daytona. Rick Christensen still up front, but we've got a different person there. Now looking like on the inside, it's gonna be Randy Cruder in the 33 on his car, but 36 in the driver bar. Rick Christensen out of front, it looks like. Or is it Randy Cruder? All right. Well, anyway, these are the top two. These two are going to be the ones getting them going here. Cody Kettner, Kevin Franks, Eli Green going to round out the top 5. Patrick Moore, Edward Bray, Lane Doyle, James Shanewolf, and Brian Abbott going to be the top 10. This is going to be interesting. 58 coming to lap 59. Man, we're almost done. Beer Sing out there in chat, how are you doing? Pace car diving off to the safety of pit road. That's going to give the lead back up to in the restart here to Rick Christensen. Boy, look at the gap between Rick and the 78 of Cody Kettner. That was a huge gap there. And Rick Christensen is gone like a rocket, but that is not a good thing because, look, Randy Cruder is going to catch up to him very quickly with Kevin Frakes, Cody Kettner, Eli Green, Edward Bray, all right here together in company behind them. Rick Christensen is going to get ran down very, very quickly. As we can see here, Randy Cruder is going to run him down and going to get right there to him. 78, Cody Kettner on the outside. Cody Kettner now to the lead. Rick Christensen falling back into 4th. Patrick Moore to the outside from 16th. Can he hold it? Oh, here comes the 78 of Cody Kettner back to the inside. Out of turn number 4 to the front stretch through the trioval here at Daytona. Who is going to lead this lap? Patrick Moore in the 38, going to lead his first lap of the race here tonight on the outside. 101 Tide Car, Lane Doyle. Man, coming from 38th to 3rd. 61 of 85 here. 145 people. 81 laps. Man, I'm speechless. I don't know what to think, but here Eli Green going to the lead. 3 wide. Behind the 5. 3 wide. The 83, James Shanewolf shooting the gap. Wow, look at James, man. He is a coming. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, James Thorndike involved. Oh. Well, that just changed things up here. We'll go back and take a look at what happened to James Thorndike on the outside of the 59. Take a look. Man, was it a bumper hook? James comes down right in front of the 9, and that is what it was. A bumper hook from the 9. Getting that run in the 9. Oh, right there, the 9, the 59 comes up into the 72. 23 going to get some damage, and we got pieces. We got debris on the track, folks. We're going to have to get that crew out there on the track to get that debris up before we go back green flag racing. They'll get it done, though. We know it. But James Shane Wolf going to be our new leader here. Lap 63 of 85. Man, 2 more laps. We're going to be at 20 to go. Man, this is awesome, awesome racing. All right. Well, let's see here if we can go ahead and get, see here. Well, he's on pit road, but so we'll wait. I've got our next person we're going to interview. Man, there's so many drivers I want to interview out here. I just can't interview everybody. But I want to try to get some of these newcomers up here. So we're going to interview Matt Alverson once he comes back out. Looks like he is going to be on pit road for quite some time. Oh, what's going on with Matt Alverson? Did he get some damage? Uh-oh. Well, I hate to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and drag him up here. Matt Alverson, buddy, got a copy? Matt Alverson, buddy, got a copy?
Go ahead, man.
Well, you were... Hang on. I'll wait till you come off.
All right, go ahead.
All right, bud. Well, you sat on pit road there for quite some time, getting some damage fixed.
Hey, I couldn't hear you there. Let me come off the road real quick. All right, you can go ahead.
All right, well, you're coming back down pit road. I hate it for you, but you sat on pit road the last time. You got some damage. You're getting fixed. What's going on down there, bud?
Yeah, we got about 15 seconds left damage to fix here. Hopefully we can get back after it.
Well, is it affecting any at all here tonight?
Yeah, the car was a little slow on that last run, so maybe this will fix it on up.
All right, bud. Well, man, we want to get the newcomers up here to give them some air time, man. Hey, it ain't over. I have seen drivers win it with no hood, so anything's possible. Good luck down there, Matt.
10-4, appreciate it.
Uh-huh. All right, Earnhardt Legacy. Matt Alverson, William E. Moore. Back up toward the front here. It looks like we'll wait and see here what happens. Pace car lights, are they going to go off? Yep, they are. They are going to go off, so we are not going to get another interview in, but well, just different people up here in the booth. It's not over. We're at 20 to go right now under caution. We're going to be at 19 to go once they get that green flag. 19 laps remaining. Under 10 laps, I do not interview anybody. Under Green-white-checkers, I definitely don't interview anybody. So just to throw that out there for everybody that's tuning in. All 137 of you that are watching, awesome. Man, this is amazing. Well, I know how it gets down to the nitty-gritty, for sure. You know, we're under 20 to go. We're going to see some action, for sure. Talking about cautions breed cautions, yeah, that is a fact. But I think these guys know what they're doing. As we see the caution fly through the screen there again, that pace car is going to dive off. James the Shane Wolf going to be getting going here. He is already on the loud pedal. Here we go. 19 laps remaining here tonight. Oh, it's going to get wild, but man, look at this. Doug Blackman coming up through the field. Wow, after getting damage and all, he is still fighting on that inside. Currently running in 7th. Now back to the outside. Started 23rd. Eli Green, though, on the outside. Currently leading. Here comes the 83 of James Shane Wolf. Back to the inside. Getting that side draft off that number 10. Question is, who's going to lead this lap? Because this side draft here tonight is amazing. James Shane Wolf going to lead that lap, edging out Eli Green at about 33 100ths of a second here. And they're still side by side for the lead. Well, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We still have 142 people out there with 3 wide. 3 wide at Daytona back here. But look at that number 1. Brad Slaughter Jr. He is not wasting no time. He's going to take it 3 wide again on the outside. The MaxSpeedTV 42 machine on the inside. And it looks like split the gap, but no, Brad Slaughter, he's going to continue to go. Man, look at that. Man, Brad getting a huge run on that outside line. He is just, man, I think he hit that NOS button. Hey, pull that number 1 down there in the pit. We might have to have an inspection on that. Man, battle for the lead. 3 wide for the lead, folks. Oh, man, now 3 wide for 3rd. Man, Brad was just coming. Golly. Oh, we're wrecking on the 78 going around. And I'm on Brad Slaughter. He's going to be involved in that. Oh, man. We caught that live here. Oh, no. What happened? We're going to have to watch here and see what happened. Brad was coming on that outside line. We're going to be still on Brad Slaughter here under the MaxSpeedTV replay. But we see the 78 on that low line. But what happened to the 78? 38 on the high, or on the middle there, and right there it was. Oh, man. Well, let's take a look here and see the 38. So let's see here if I can find the 38 real quick. Well, I'm not seeing a 38. All right, well, let's see here if we can go on the 78. Oh, Cody Kempner, no! Oh, let's take a look at a closer view of this. Well, let's go this way here for everybody out there watching and see kind of what happened here. Right. Oh, looked like maybe some hammy action going on there between the drivers. Right there. You see that, Gab? That's some hammy action. Maybe some hammy action. We're not gonna say exactly what I would say, netcode. But right there it was. And man, look at just the pile up back here. Several drivers involved, including the number 25 of Doug Blackman. Well, that 38 going to go for a ride. Doug Blackman, the 66, going to get a piece of the one. After the one, going to get a piece of pretty much all three of the drivers there. And this is where it's going to play out. Not what you want, but back up front we go after looking at that replay. Got 15 to go, so let's go ahead and get our next interview in here, shall we? Let's see. Who are we gonna get? How about we go with somebody running back here? How about we go with Kyle Knapp? I've got to find him first. Oh, there he is. Kicking asphalt racing. Kyle Knapp, buddy. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Kyle currently running right now in 10th. We're coming down to the wire here, man. We got 14 laps to go. Man, well, what's it going to take to maybe steal the win here? Looks like you got a pretty good, clean ARCA car out there here tonight. So, I mean, your thoughts? This has been hectic here tonight and really good racing.
It's going to take a lot of luck, I think.
Well, I mean, we know you're fast. I mean, it's all about the draft and where you can position yourself. Do you think you have the drivers ahead of you and maybe even behind you or close to you to where you can position yourself to get the win and, pull the upset from some of these drivers out here?
Oh, absolutely.
All righty, Kyle, man. We're not going to keep you, bud. Good luck down there. It's going to get wild and a little bit extreme here tonight. All right, it looks like Kyle Knapp did not want to talk for very long. All right, so we're going to go back up front, and we're going to go with James Shane Wolf. Likes here, man. You guys, you guys are awesome. $140 people watching. Michelle out there in chat. How you doing, Michelle? We got a lot of action in chat, talking about the racing, talking about some wrestling. I don't talk about wrestling on the broadcast. I'm all about what's going on the track. But, you know, what you guys talk about in chat, I'll leave it up to you. As long as you guys are enjoying the racing and paying attention, you know, that will be fine. Stephen Dean going to be joining us here. Stephen, go ahead and unmute your mic, man. That'll be fine. You missed half of the race for pretty much the whole race, bud. I've been waiting on you. I don't hear you. That could be a problem. Green flag is back out here. Waiting on Stephen. I still don't hear you, bud. I do apologize. Looks like we have some mixed match going on there. But it looks like we have Rick Donovan back down there in staging. We're going to go ahead and bring him back up here. Rick, we got a couple of issues, but right now, man, awesome racing by these guys out here. Real quick, man, talk about it.
Man, I tell you what, the guys are narrowing it down. We're here on lap 74, and what we out? About 11 laps left to go here. 12 to go is
what I'm showing. Coming to 11 to go once James Shane Wolf or Eli Green crosses the line, because then Eli Green, he has been the guy, and he's going to cross the line first. 11 to go. He's going to lead that lap.
Eli has done a great job here tonight. Now he's up there leading this thing. Lane Doyle back there in third. Chastison, I tell you, he's been up front all night long, Joshua, and he has held his ground, done a fantastic job up there. I look to see him move up there and really battle this thing out to take the win here tonight.
Well, you know, 11 to go. We're going to be coming to 10 to go. Eli Green on the outside. He was talking about Rick Christensen. But, man, Shane Wolf, you know, coming from 11th to 1st, you know, battling now to the inside for the lead. You know, we know it's going to get extreme, man. That was close. Who led that lap?
It was real close. Shane Wolf still took that lap there, but I tell you, look right there at Lane Doyle. Started 38 here tonight. Currently running in the 4th place position. I tell you, he's had a good night tonight as well.
Well, Lane Doyle running the 101 machine, Tide machine. Don't eat Tide Pods, folks. That is not what you want to do. I'm going to say it with Rick in the booth. I don't care. But, you know, hey,
Let
man.
me guess, Joshua. You strike me as the kind of guy that's ate a couple of the Tide Pods.
Hey, man, I just love my iRacing, man. I don't watch NASCAR, but, you know, to me, iRacing is NASCAR. This is where it is made to be. You just see the amount of, you know, talent that is out here, you know, on iRacing. You know, some of these guys may not fit for real-life racing, but, man, when it comes to iRacing, they know what it takes to race. And
absolutely.
you see that.
Eli Green took that lap there. Shane Wolf and Green going back and forth, taking the lap, one lap after another. Who is going to take the win here tonight, Joshua?
Well, I don't know. But I still have my pick. He's not doing so good. Oh, no. Oh, we got contact. We got wrecking back here. The 88 going around Donnie Lee. That might have been a lap car issue there. I'm not sure, but we will go back and take a look. I know Stephen Dean's having some mic issues. He was supposed to help me tonight, but he was coming in and he just sent me a message saying he was having some issues. But we're going to take a look at this caution here and see what happened to Donnie Lee. I don't know if it... Okay, there it is. Okay, we see... Oh, the contact there. I think it's the 78. There's contact between the 78 and the 23 on the outside. And then right there is where that initiated. That sent the 88 around after contact with the 77 Dosaki's machine of Brian Wasserman. And I don't even have to look at the name and number because I just know that. But yeah, Donnie Lee going to go around. Everybody going to get around Donnie Lee. But the caution is going to fly under 7 laps. Now, we are still within the finishing in under regulation here tonight, Rick. But we do have Green-white-checkers in play. And I think it's 1 if it comes down to it. Correct?
Definitely down to 1 green flag checkered lap here tonight. And just taking a look there at the caution, looked like the 23 again, Boa got something was wrong with the car there, causing a lot of the other cars to check up. And tell you, man, everybody up on the wheel here, closing in the last few laps of this race. What a wonderful race we have seen so far here tonight.
Oh, yeah. It's been a wonderful race, and a shout-out to John Sterling, Jake Clarkson, and I see Curtis Vollmer down there in that admin tower as well. 3 admins looking at this race here tonight. 2 can do a good job, but the more eyes you have on a track like Daytona, the better.
And I tell you what, I'm just really, really appreciative of tonight. We've got 159 viewers tuned in right now with 86 likes. Man, I tell you, I just couldn't be. I'm speechless here tonight, Joshua.
Oh yeah,
really
I am too, Rick, because this is the highest that I have ever had. I could sit here and cry on stream, but these guys wouldn't get what they want. They want a broadcast. They want somebody who is gonna, show what's happening. And me, Rick. That's what I try to do.
I love it for the guys out here on the track here tonight. They've worked so hard, and for these folks to tune in here to root these guys on, man, I tell you what, I'm giving each one of you guys and gals tuned in here tonight a high five, a big thumbs up. Please make sure to tune in every night of the week. We're just getting started. Tonight's the first race of the season, getting started right here, and you can see it right here with Joshua Medlock on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh yeah, we've got more action for sure. Now I'm just gonna point out what my moderators in chat to take a look at chat and make sure there's nothing bad being said about anything going on. I've got moderators, and for the people that don't know, they do have the authority to time out people. So if you don't like what's going on, then my moderators are out there, and I know Rick pays attention to chat regardless. If Rick is up here in TeamSpeak or whatever, Rick Donovan knows what's going on.
That's right. Hey, there's Richard Vale there tuning in with us here tonight. Give a big shout out there to him.
Looks like we got Delonte Ballard out there. Rick, Delonte.
Holy moly. Superstar.
Delonte out there, yeah. Now, we know Delonte Ballard out there. I know Delonte really well, Rick. So, but I don't interview anybody under 10 to go, Rick. So, what do you expect here? We've seen the 2 and 3 wide already, but we're under that mark. We're under 10 to go. We're under 5 to go. I sense, it's a lot more take than give right now. What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching the last few laps there with Green and Shane Wolf going at it, back and forth, one leading one lap, the next one taking the other lap. Close battle that they've got up there up front. They're running each other very tight in the corners and so forth, but at the same time, they are giving a little bit of leadway there. They're keeping an open mind here for net coding issues, which is a word that you don't want to hear. I understand. Lane Doyle sitting back there in the back, watching it from his point of view, watching to see how things unfold here. But Christensen, I know Christensen is definitely wanting to be up there, leading this thing all night long, being up front all night long. But I tell you what, I have seen that is remarkable is these guys having the patience, taking their time, showing the respect to each other out on the track. And that is what I'm seeing right now. As far as how this thing is going to end, Joshua, I do think we're going to have somebody that's going to try to put a car somewhere where it probably shouldn't go. But, hey, we'll see what happens.
Into the wall, into the catch fence, whatever the case may be, you think we're, it could happen. We keep it real. So, but Eli Green is going to be the guy to get him going. We're going to be coming to 3 to go. So we're going to have a green, we're going to have a lap, we're going to have a white, and a checkered. Now, anything can happen between that green, that lap, that white, and that checkered. Whatever happens, if that leader does not cross the line before the white flag, we're going to have that one and only green-white-checkered attempt. We do not want to see it end under caution.
Well, I'll tell you what, here they are. They're coming around. Lights are off the pace car. And Joshua, the fans are up on their feet here with this 3-lap shootout to see who is going to take the win for the first race of the season here tonight. Pace car is off the track. Green flag flying in the air, Joshua.
Green flag in the air. Green, lap, white, checkered. What is going to happen here? Eli Green up front, side by side. James Shane Wolf on the inside. 3 wide. Behind him, look at that, number 4. Man, now we're wrecking. We're going to have a green-white checkered here tonight. Turn down your earphones if you don't like me screaming, because that's just the way I am. Man, what happened? We seen Matt Alverson there coming up through the middle after the green flag drops, crossing the line. Now you can't change lanes before the start-finish line, and you can't go 3 wide before the exit of turn 2, I believe. But we're already seeing that into turn number 1, 3 wide with Matt Alverson in the center and the number 9 as well. Contact with a 6, and it is just on from there. The 101 involved, the 08 involved in that, and another big one. The 12 going to get a piece of the action, and the Dosaki 77 of Brian Wasserman also going to get some action there. It looks like he does kind of glitch through there, but he is going to still get some damage. But still, nevertheless, man, you talk about the rule set and what's going on. I don't make the rules, I just relay them. So, Rick, it is what it is. It looks like James Shane Wolf might have been involved in that as well. because he's gone. That gave the lead up to Eli Green.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shane Wolf, Eli Green going to be up there on the front row. Orlando Rivera right there at showing to be in the third place car right now. Matt Alverson still showing to be there at fourth place car as of right now. I definitely think he's got some damage there, so it's going to be real interesting to see what happens when we go back to green flag racing there for Alverson. But I tell you, take a look back there at the 77 and the 38. Hey, those guys are doing tricks out there. Check those hoods out.
Well, James Shane Wolf is back, so we're good. You're talking about Matt Alverson. Who are you talking about? 77. Oh, Brian Wassman. How can he see? Okay, Brian, come on, man. You gotta, this is that new damage model we haven't talked about here tonight, but we're coming down to the end of the race, and this is the damage model. How can Brian see with that hood up there? I'm gonna get a closer look at that. That's interesting. Yeah, look at that. It's just up there. He's holding on. He's holding strong. We don't see what he sees, but what we see is the hood over that window. That's what we see.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think he's a short driver, so he's able to see that little space in between the hood and the right over the top area there.
Oh, Brian Wasserman, man. Well, right now it's track position. What do you got to do? You come down pit road? Do you stay out? I think right now you just got to stay out because it's only, one green-white-checkered attempt. That's all you get.
Yeah, I tell you right now, track position is going to be everything. Again, Daytona is one of those tracks. It's kind of, being at the right place at the right time. It doesn't necessarily always take the fastest driver to win this race. It does take strategy. It takes good teamwork. So this is one of those tracks that if later in the season you're going to struggle at a track, this is definitely the track you want to be able to have a good finish at to help out with them points for later in the season of that track that you're not going to do too well at.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, Rick, not to interrupt you, but, I'm cockpit here with Brian Watson. And I see that Nosaki 77 machine. I see that hood. It's blocking his view from what I see, and I'm under the watch tab. How in the world does he know where he's at? I think it's that double yellow line on that left side. I believe so.
It very well could. It very well could, but I tell you, I hope that he brings that thing down pit road and gets her fixed.
If Brian Wassman wins it with that hood up, I'm retiring. I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll have to have a talk about that. But, man, this has been an awesome race, We're onto the one and only green-white-checkered. Man, it's amazing.
Hey, that's true. Jacob Lee there just put out a message. If he's got VR, here's the thing you got to think about, Joshua.
Yeah.
If he's got VR, he can just stretch and look out the window and race at the same time.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, VR, I mean, it brings a whole different perspective over racing for sure. I run 3 screens, broadcasting. It's totally different from racing. But we're coming down to the final stint of the race. It looks like James Shane Wolf going to get him going here with Eli Green to the outside. And I've talked about him before. I'll talk about him again. Orlando Rivera, Rodrigo Logo, one of the guys that I've talked about, earlier on, not up front, but, still one heck of a driver. But Orlando Rivera, he has really came to as well. Started 13th, currently running in third, Brian Wasserman, and the the hood, but we've got another driver as well. And the 38 there, it looks like of Ryan's, the 38, yeah, 38 of Patrick Moore, also the hood, you know, up above him, and, you know, VR, yeah, makes a total difference, but the one and only Green-white-checkered coming around turn number 3 here. A pace car is going to dive off. James Shanewolf is going to be the driver to get them going here for the final stint of the race here tonight for round 1 of the Extreme Motorsports and 99.com Doug Design ARCA series presented by MaxSpeedTV. James Shanewolf on the inside. He is on the loud pedal, and the green flag flies for the one and only Green-white-checkered attempt here tonight.
Tell you what, Shane Wolf got a good start there. Eli working his magic there, but I tell you, Riviera is getting really close on the back bumper of Shane Wolf. Is he going to get the run coming off of turn 2? Tell you what, Eli Green and Shane Wolf side by side on the backstretch.
Oh, man, look at the gap between first, second, and third. They're right there together, third and fourth. Man, there is a gap there. Not going to happen. Can they make it to the white flag here tonight before the next caution? James Shanewolf out of 4 coming to the white flag. Can he cross the line? He will do it. 1 to go. Cautions are no more.
Rivera out on the back bumper of Shane Wolf. Can Rivera hold off Green? Green's on the outside. It is a battle between Green and Rivera. But Shane Wolf showing the muscle, getting the run coming off of turn 2. There's contact between Rivera and Green.
There's some blocking. Under 10 to go, Rick. You can block, and that's what they're doing. 83, James Shanewolf. Hold them on. Out of 4, James Shanewolf. Bumping and banging going on back behind them. James Shanewolf gonna come to the line. Oh, the 08 to James. Gonna win it here tonight. Oh, and they're wrecking all behind them. I don't know who got second. I do not know who got second. We're going to rewind it here. I think maybe Ryan Swan might have got second. We're going to be on Ryan Swan here tonight, but James Shanewolf is going to win it here for the first round. I've got to take a look at second place because this was close for sure. They're wrecking. Oh yeah. Ryan Swan goes low, below the double yellow. You can do that if there is a wreck up ahead of you to dodge it, and he crosses the line first. And it looks like the number 11 of Jeremy Rigney is going to finish in 3rd here tonight. Oh, man, that was a race. Oh. James Shanewolf burning it out here tonight. We're going to step away here and play a commercial break at the top 3 up here for the MaxSpeedTV post-race show. You know, stay tuned, folks, because these guys, they know what's at stake here for the first round. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks. Well, I've caught up with our top 3 here tonight. And we're going to start here with our third place of finisher here this evening. Jeremy Rigney, buddy, got a copy?
I'm here.
Well, with the damage that I see you have on that number 88 or 11, whatever you want to call it, it's different on the car and the ticker.
Yeah.
But, man, awesome job, man. It's Daytona. It's anybody's race. It's crapshoot. We know that. We got to talk about how you managed to finish in 11th with the cautions we had tonight, buddy. Talk about it.
You guys tell me. I mean, I don't know what you saw on MaxSpeedTV, but it was crazy out there. We got guys with their hoods open, carts flipping. I mean, I was, just complaining to my dad on the radio that my night was done like 30 laps ago, and then I see my rear end crossing the finish line in third place. It's crazy.
Well, it's Daytona. Drafting, you can't really touch anybody, bump drafting, or you're going to turn somebody. So, what was it like having that, gap between the driver in front of you, still to keep the draft, but don't get up to them?
Yeah, I think the guys were talking about it on the big race on Sunday. You got to burp that throttle a little bit. I found out early on in practice, and I think it actually kind of helped me that as soon as you even suck up to these guys, you got to let off, because even this slight little touch, even if you hit them square, is going to send them spinning.
All right. Well, it is the first race of the season. We know it's anybody's race, but we go to, or from Daytona to Las Vegas. What happens in Las Vegas or in Sin City or Vegas stays in Vegas. I don't think that's going to be the case. But what do you think about Las Vegas, next week, the second race of the season?
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I need it to be a little more calm than this week, but that's a track that I can usually run wide open and stay pretty smooth. And I promise next week I'll be the 11 and not the 88.
All righty, buddy. Well, hey, congratulations on third place here tonight. Any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate this third place?
Yeah, I want to thank my sponsor, Hellman's. We had a great car tonight, and I'd like to give a shout out to my parents that are probably watching on TV tonight. And we'll be here again next week to try to get her back up here on the podium.
All righty, buddy. Go celebrate. We'll see you next week at Vegas, buddy.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. All righty. Well, that is going to bring us to our second place here tonight. And that is going to be Ryan Swan. Ryan, buddy, we have got to talk about it real quick. Okay, we'll start with the race itself. But, overall, Daytona, it's crapshoot. Anybody's race. Anybody can win. So kind of talk about that real quick.
Oh, well, it kind of felt like this year's what is it called now? The Busch Clash.
ARCA series.
Yeah. It felt like the real life Busch Clash race.
Okay. Well, we had some cautions. It happened.
Definitely.
But you managed somehow under the green-white-checkered attempt to dive it below the double yellow, and that is legal because dodging a wreck, to finish second. So you seen the action, you seen it happen. What was going through your mind?
Well, I was kind of hoping I still had a couple more scraps on the car to get across the start finish line first. But yeah, I seen them two bouncing off each other the whole last lap, so I pounced what I could.
You finished second, man. That has got to be something, for you just to, come up through from 40th out of all places, 40th to finish in second. Man, what does that mean to you?
It's a pretty big deal. I chose not to qualify because you know how that goes sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I know how it goes. Well, Ryan, from 2.5 mile to 1.5 miles, Las Vegas next week, 130 laps, man. What do you like about the 1.5 miles of Las Vegas?
It'll be hot out there. It should be a little slick. So, gonna do what we did this week. Hopefully we'll have some more, another race with this, Rick hot sauce. So, it was pretty fit and scheme today.
All righty, buddy. Well, let's get back to it, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate, buddy?
Oh, well, I'm on the open market, so we'll let it rip. Anybody who wants to come in contact, let's roll.
All right, he's looking for a team out there. All right, we see how it is. Use MaxSpeedTV for that. I see.
Yep. You already know.
Oh, I know. All right, Ryan, congratulations, buddy, on second place, man. We'll see you next week in Vegas, bud.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, that is going to bring us to our first winner here tonight, James Shane Wolf. James, am I saying your last name correctly?
Yes, sir. You got it right.
All right. Well, James, you're going to be the first winner here for the ARCA series. Man, how do you feel about that? And, man, talk about the race here this evening.
Man, I'm shaking. I'm so excited. That was such a good race. My girlfriend was listening to the broadcast on Max Speed, and it sounded like you guys were having just as good of a time calling it as we were driving it. It was a blast.
Dude, you have no idea. I'm just an exciting person. Well, you know, you seen the action behind you. You know what had happened. You only led 16 laps, but, you know, it's the last lap that mattered. So, you know, what was it like out there battling for position? You know, you started 11th at qualifying, and you just managed to win the race.
Well, my game plan was to qualify good to get the bonus points, and then slowly work my way to the rear of the field to avoid all the wrecks. And I ended up staying towards the front for most of it. The first pit stop, I passed my pit box, so I didn't even get a chance to pit, and I had to pit later on in that caution cycle. So I fell back to the rear and had to drive myself all the way back through the field. When the big one happened, I think it restarted me 9th, and I was just able to pick them off from there.
Well, you picked them off for sure, but you go from a 2.5 mile track to 1.5 miles next week for round 2 of the ARCA series. I believe it, at Las Vegas. So, you know, what do you think what happens in Vegas is going to stay in Vegas?
I hope what happens in Daytona goes to Vegas.
Okay. So you're one of those guys, you like that, you know, side by side. Hey, I'm here, you know, I'm gunning for you type of deal, right?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like being the guy to beat. I like being out front, and I hope I can show that this wasn't a fluke and stay out there for the rest of the season.
Well, you sure have the target on your back for sure. You know, well, what do you like or dislike about Vegas, real quick?
Honest to God, I have never turned a lap there. I'm going to be testing a lot this week. Testing a lot this week to see if I can figure it out. But I'm usually pretty good at the 1.5 miles. So I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
James, well, any final thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate the first victory here tonight and get ready for Vegas next week?
I got to thank you guys at MaxSpeedTV for the broadcast, Doug Designs for coming on board and sponsoring the series, making all this possible. One Mind 2 Design for sponsoring me and giving me a sharp-looking car. Ed Robertson at First Impressions Interiors for coming on board and spotting me for this race. It was nice to have a regular voice in your ear and somebody familiar. So I couldn't have done it without all you guys, and I hope the fans enjoyed it.
All right, Shane. James Shane Wolf, man, congratulations on the win here tonight for round 1 of the Doug Designs ARCA series, buddy. Get ready for Las Vegas next week. We'll see you there, bud.
Yes, sir. See y'all there.
folks, that's going to end it for the interview. So let's go ahead and get down here on the unofficial results, pending any admin stuff they have to do. But James Shane Wolf gonna win it here tonight, man. Congratulations to James Shane Wolf, man. What a race. Brian Swan gonna finish in that second spot. Jeremy Rigney gonna finish in third. Eli Green gonna battle it up there and not able to complete and get the win, but he's gonna get a top 5 in a fourth. Eric Talent gonna finish in fifth. Orlando Rivera in sixth. Patrick Moore in seventh. Edward Bray in eighth. Brian Watson in ninth. Even with that hood damage and can't see or anything. What a run for Brian. Matt Alverson in 10th. Edward Moore Sr. in 11th. Rick Christensen, after running most of the race up front, not having the race, he wanted to come out with the win, but he will grab a top 15 in the 12th. Jake Bustos, the fastest in practice, going to finish 13th. Donnelly 14th. Kevin Franks in 15th. Juan Chute in 16th. Doug Blackman in 17th. Christian Diaz in 18th. Brad Slaughter Jr. in 19th. And Lee Staples going to round out the top 20. Russell LePage, 21st. Chris Canfield, 22nd. Randy Kruger, 23rd. Rodrigo Loga, 24th. Ryan Douglas grabbing the top 25 in 25th. Pierce Moffitt, 26th. Kyle Knapp, 27th. Cody Kepner, 28th. Lane Doyle, 29th. And Nolan Neiman going to round out the top 30. Ryan Branchew, 31st. James Thorndike, 32nd. Fernando Gamboa, 33rd. Justin Lemke, 34th. Jeff Faulkner, 35th. Brian Abbott, 36th. Tyler Rock, 37th. Brad Wetzel, 38th. Brandon L. Book, 39th. Carter Coop, 40th. Timothy Smith, 41st. Donovan Sr., 42nd. And John Sterling, one of our admins out there tonight, in the 43rd. Just adminning, not racing, but our winner here tonight is going to be James Shane Wolf here this evening to start things off for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com. And I have got to give a shout out to everybody out there in the chat. We do appreciate every single one of you, whether you are talking or not. Man, you guys rocked it out here tonight. I am speechless. That's the max that I have ever gotten here on MaxSpeedTV. And, I hope to see more of it. You have no idea. But tomorrow night, the Northern Capital Truck Series for Extreme Motorsports and 99.com is going to be right here at Daytona. So, until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe. 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. Have a good night.